Welcome to the Omicron series for Empyrion Galactic Survival. Now, my original plan for this part was to actually mess about with the harvester. It's something that when I tried in the past, I found it irritating to use, and I thought I'd give it another go in this part. But what's actually happened is the 7.5 release, which has been in the experimental branch for about a week, I think, has now been officially released. So this video is going to be about the 7.5 update, which was actually released on the 16th of December 2017 if you're watching this in the future. Now, it is a pretty substantial release, which kind of changes, well, the gameplay in many ways. But the first thing I wanted to show you guys is this. We are actually out at night. Now, if you've been playing the game yourself or been watching various videos, not just mine, other videos, you'll see that night has always been a bit of a problem. It's so dark you can't see anything, and from a recording perspective, it just made presenting the game very, very difficult, because so effectively what you would end up doing was planning recordings to take place in daylight, simply because otherwise I'd just be talking in a little pool of light like this. If I turn the lights on, you can see here, you just get a little pool of light and nothing else to see. And I know there's ways that you can increase the gamma on the video to highlight it, but now you don't actually need to do that. We've got a bit of visibility. I think that's a major step forward. I know some guys might say, it should be really truly dark, but true darkness isn't actually realistic. I mean, I live in the countryside, and once you get away from the artificial lights, because artificial lights create pools of darkness, but once you're out and away, especially on a moonlit night, you'll be surprised how good the visibility is. I mean, it's obviously not as good as daylight, but you can see like that, and maybe they've gone a little bit brighter than what it would be, and the colours are not so muted, but in truth, it makes it more realistic rather than just a kind of black view like that. Anyway, guys, what I'm going to do is get back down into the base, because I want to get down into some of the nitty gritty of the stuff. I'm not just going to read out the various changes, because there are quite a lot of changes. What I'm going to do is just touch on some of the key ones, and some of the more exciting stuff is probably the polite way of saying it. And of course, the biggest change is we go into the tech. Is we've now got right down the bottom here solar panels. They can be unlocked without any cost, which is good. And I think that I've got to unlock them because this is an existing campaign, but I think you'll find that if you start a new in fact, I'm very tempted to start a new campaign. What do you think, guys? Start a new campaign? These will already be unlocked for you. We've also got force field emitter blocks, which could be very, very useful. They actually create force fields which retain oxygen, so it means that you don't have to kind of encase all your bases in great big solid blocks anymore. You could have open areas with that. I mean, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to experiment with we'll probably give them a go and we'll see how it goes. The other one, I also need to unlock some weapons in order to show you some ammunition. I've got plenty of points which I've been accumulating. We'll grab the rocket launcher, unlock that. Where is it? Pulse rifle. I don't think I got enough. We got the pulse rifle. This is the T2 pulse rifle. Don't think there's anything else. I mean, I'm unlocking the laser pistol as well. We'll unlock the laser pistol, although I think I need the advanced constructor for that. The reason I'm unlocking those is the ammunition, but I think what we're going to do first is get some work done on the solar panels. I'm just going to come in here, and if we can find them. There they are. So you've got these solar panel blocks. I mean, they don't take a lot of resources. 2 glass plates, 2 steel plates, and optical fibre. I think we'll make a couple of those. But for these to work, you've actually got to make this solar capacitor. Again, it's 3 electronics. It's not a big problem. And while that's actually building, guys, what we're going to do now is just talk about the... why did I close there? Okay, devices, large constructor. And one of the biggest changes now is in ammunition. What you've actually got now is a substance called nitrocellulose. It used to be promethium. And what they've also introduced, copper ingots. So projectile rifle rounds now, 8 steel plates, 4 copper ingots, 1 nitrocellulose for 50 rounds. That's quite a steep cost in copper ingots. So I mean, when you think I've only got 12 copper ingots and I've got a bit of ore, but that's still quite a heavy cost. And shotgun shells, I think they've changed this, because when I looked at the experimental branch, these included plastic. Now it's steel plate and still 4 copper ingots and 1 nitrocellulose for 30 rounds. I mean, again, that's still quite a bit steep. This is the interesting one, is that the sniper rounds, which used to be more expensive than the rifle rounds, are actually cheaper now. So you only use 6 plates, 2 there, but you only get 15 rounds. Now, the interesting thing is with the rocket launchers, which is why I unlocked them. You can see here now that rocket missiles now require promethium and magnesium. There, you can see 4 steel plates like that. But the good thing is that 15mm rounds, actually, which is for your kind of turret mounted weapons and ship mounted weapons, only need steel plates and nitrocellulose. Now, if I can find the nitrocellulose, there it is. Now, nitrocellulose is actually made from plant fibers, and before you guys say, yeah, where do you get plant fibers? You're going to have to run around collecting stuff. Well, they've actually changed it now. The fact that plant fibers are now made from wooden logs, so it means that the chainsaw can be now promoted back. This is something I've very rarely ever used. Not sure why I've actually got those in. Let's jump those into. Yeah, the chainsaw is something that I've very rarely ever used, to be honest, because it just seemed a bit pointless. I mean, why build a base out of logs? And so I think that what the devs have actually done is kind of listened to the community and thought, well, what they do is give another reason for collecting wood. The interesting thing is, though, guys, if I go back here, sorry, I know I keep flashing in and out, is if I go back to the large constructor, I mean, we've got to pick this stuff up anyway, so yeah, I should have done that while I was actually talking. But I've got wooden planks here, but this actually requires logs, not wooden planks. So that's something you need to kind of bear in mind, guys, that you've actually got to have logs as opposed to wooden planks. And I think what I'm going to actually do is I need some ordinary blocks as well, I think. Okay, let's do it with, I think, cargo box 3 has got some. Yeah, we've got 74 blocks in. I think we can drop the sniper rifle out at the moment. And we're going to just go up top. And actually, no, let's put the capacitor out. Now, if I show you guys, you can see they've rearranged this screen now. So ammunition that used to be there is now there. Power is there. And I think this reflects the combination of the fuel and the battery. So at the moment the base will be drawing power from fuel, and this is your battery storage capacity. And I think what is probably a built-in mechanism, don't quote me too much on this, guys, is that if you've got charge in the batteries, or you're drawing from the solar power station, because obviously the solar powers will only work during the day, and the efficiency will vary, so you're never going to be, unless it's an ideal planet, the odds are you're never going to be able to be completely solar energy driven. Solar panels, they're an interesting concept. They've tried to make them very realistic, give them realistic physics. They are based on orientation towards the sun and also the weather. I think they got reduced efficiency in base. I think what I'm going to need to do is just actually just take the quick way. And I think what we're just going to do is, I think maybe we're just kind of, what I want to do is just build a platform up here for them. Oops, cancel that. And as I said, if I kind of pull away, actually no, let's put a few more blocks along here. So I've got a solid platform. Come back one, please. Oops. Oh, don't do that. Okay, I'll just do it the hard way. Sometimes the game actually just, I don't know what it does, to be honest. Right, so the panels, and you've got different options. You've got slope to here. I mean, these don't have the back thrust. I actually like this backstop here. And the other one is you've also got horizontal ones which kind of float in the air, although that's actually on the down, so I think which ones you do. Now I don't know whether that actually has to be orientated anywhere. So you depend on the visual effect you want. These are actually on stands, and that you can actually overhang them on the base as well. I think I'm going to put a horizontal one in, and we're just going to, should be able to hook one on the end here. I'm just going to rotate this one just to see which one's most efficient. Now, once they're on, what you should get is some LEDs appear. Yeah, there's the LEDs. That's not inspiring, is it? Okay. And I don't think I've actually put the capacitor out as well, have I? Okay, bit of a fail there, guys, because without the capacitor you do not see. And I think can we get that up above there? Yeah, look at that. We've now got the capacitor, and what should happen is I'll just fly out up like this. And that's actually, and I think the yellow ones, I can't see any yellow ones. Well, that one says it's not active. That one's got 4 greens. I think, was it now? Let me just check my notes. Green is average efficiency, so that says there, and yellow is there. So that's actually saying that one there is saying that's ideally placed. This one isn't, and it's kind of angled. Okay, let's change this one then. And this is what you've got to do, guys. Oops, keep on doing that. Okay, let's take that out. Obviously, maybe laying flat is more efficient than actually. Okay, so let's get another flat panel there. Okay, let's see if we can get that. Come on, behave. I'm just going to keep an eye on that one, see if that lights up. Or does that work for the whole panel? Oh no, that one's lit up. So obviously flat, looks like flat is more efficient than angled. Maybe because the sun's over there. So what that's saying is that is the most efficient configuration. Okay. Oh, well, we will find out with how efficient that is. I don't think it actually shows anything in here at the moment until that actually charges. So we're going to have to wait for the sun to come up. And what I'm going to do now, guys, is while we're waiting for the sun to come up, we've got about a minute and a half or something. I'm going to read through some of the other bits and pieces, most of which I can't actually demonstrate to you. It says here there's been changes to trading to include the possibility to sell to trading. Prices have been adjusted, and the respective traders have been kind of adjusted to deal with the new recipes for ammunition. They've introduced better modding support for the modding community. That's probably the best way to describe it. It says here they've updated visual and audio textures, which I've already talked about, and just kind of reaffirm what I've just been doing. It says fiber made from logs. There's been changes to templates. There's capacitors. So some of the templates, I don't think I can actually show you some of the templates, but some of the templates have now been changed. They've also introduced new and updated points of interest. Whether I could find those on this planet in the middle of a existing series, because obviously the planet has already been seeded with the points of interest. Just to confirm, guys, nitrocellulose replaces Promethean as propellant. The ammo templates have been changed. All rockets now require magnesium powder. And here's a real sting in the tail for any of you guys who like the more advanced weapons. Laser and plasma based weapon ammo now needs pentaxide and plastic. I don't think I can actually demonstrate it. We'd have to go to an advanced constructor, I'm pretty sure. Just check, guys. Yeah, I can't actually make the pistol. Yeah, it's advanced one here. But I think, bearing the rarity of pentaxide and the fact that plastic comes from corn, running around with a pulse laser is going to be quite interesting, guys. Right, guys, I think what I'm going to do is the sun's coming up. So let's just go up and have a look at our solar panels, see if they're actually generating any energy. Actually. So let's go up and have a look. Well, we're getting a little bit of power from these. So it says we're only getting one at the moment because it's, I suppose it's still early in the morning. And if we come here, just have a quick look. Nothing. It doesn't actually kind of give you any information. As far as I know, everything is switched on. Let me just come in here. I just want to put this in the power box. Okay, let's see if we got anything in here. I've got a med kit. I think what I'm going to do is go over to the advanced constructor and we'll have a quick look at the advanced constructor. Auto miner, small ammo box. This is the booty I got from raiding the power station the other day. And of course now you'd have to keep an eye out for corn sprouts. Yeah, I think what we're going to do, guys, is, wow, I didn't realise that actually. Obviously we that must have been from the patrol vessel. Okay, I'm just gonna, don't like having things damaged. I don't think it's being down to my bad construction. Now I'm pretty sure this is left over from the patrol vessel. Let's fly up over above. It still only says one. Okay. We got a nice clear sky. Well, it says it's the ideal location. I suppose maybe the sun needs to come over the top of it first. Anyway, that's something to experiment with, guys. And I think what we're going to do is just get into the small vessel. We're just going to have a quick look at the constructor. And well, of course, we're going to have to power on. And it's going to take off. It's going to fly across the surface. Is the textures better? Any opinions, guys? It's difficult to tell, actually. This is one of the problems, guys, when you get an update in the middle of something like this. Okay, let's just level off a bit. I'm just going to fly over. That should be about right. Back to first person. Shove it a little bit forward. And I'm just going to power off because there's no point wasting fuel. Actually, it's a bit worrying, that is. Oh, I don't have oxygen with me. Okay, I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. I'm just going to jump out. And, well, don't think we actually need to be hostile. Actually, well, I can, I'm a little bit low on oxygen, so grab some oxygen here. And just go over and have a quick look at the advanced constructor. Just to kind of illustrate the release. What we got here, capacitor device, flux there, got here power cores here, so we need yttrium, zirconium and a flux coil. So I don't think I've got, I think I've got yttrium, I don't think I've got that much zirconium, so we'd have to go and raise some stuff to acquire that. So I'm not going to be able to show you the force field of those. So it's here, and of course what we got now is the missiles and there, and this is the one I was telling you about, guys, laser pistol cell here. You can see there we need 2 plastic and 1 raw pentexide for 75 ammunition. That is going to be a fairly tall order, to be honest, from the point of view of being able to use a pulse weapon. Go on, where's the pulse? There it is, there's the laser pistol. Yeah, laser pistol, I'm telling you wrong, guys. So we've got 3 electronics oscillator, flux coil, damage 100. I suppose it'd be worth it to have one of these if necessary. Anyway, guys, so that's to do with that. I think I've got everything here. Let's have a quick look. Out of habit, I think I've well and truly looted this place. And I think what we're going to do, guys, is go out and actually I could probably, I think my suit's actually damaged, actually. Yeah, my suit's taking a bit of damage. Do I risk? The trouble is this, you can get spiders hanging around here. With my luck I'll get bitten. I mean, I could go here. Oh, it's going to require a little bit of a dash. So what we can do is take this off, and what you can do is just leg it across here very, very quickly. I'm taking radiation damage. I should be able to get away with this, guys. And we can just drop that in and we can repair it. And of course we can't put the suit back on. There. Oh, there's a local friendly contingent of the arachnids. There, we're okay. Just get in here. I'll say, might as well take advantage of the situation. And let's just get a bit more oxygen on the way out. And I think what we'll do is go and collect some trees. Okay, power on. And I suppose what we're going to have to do, oops, up, of course, level off. I think what we will do is we're going to find some trees that isn't infested, because this is going to be one of the risks, guys. Actually, I don't know if we can use the... that'd be an experiment, guys. So let's just come over here, just above tree height. Get close to the trees, hover, and if we... where's the chainsaw? Oh, that's interesting. The chainsaw uses biofuel. I'm just going to drop down a little bit so I can jump back in emergencies. That means we're going to have to kind of get out here, and I've got no fuel. Okay, we're going to rework this, guys. Right, major fail on my part there. What we're going to do is, I think I've still got some biofuel. I haven't used it for a little while. So what we're going to do is, actually I think what I might do is use the bike. Actually, I think the bike might be, actually no, we're going to try the drone. So okay, let's just line up and we'll check the solar panels, see if the solar panels are actually gaining any energy at the moment. See if I've actually got that to work. I need to go a bit further forward. Just going to land the ship. Turn off the power for the moment. Right. Okay. Devices, cargo boxes. Okay. Oh, that. I'm sure I got some biofuel. Yeah, there we are. Okay, reload. And I've got to learn my reloading. Somebody passed a very relevant comment. I'm going to be totally honest, guys. I'm not very good at first person. Oh, look at that, guys. We got maximum. Yeah, first person shooters. I do suffer from a bit of motion sickness, and when I get in combat situations, I do get a bit flustered. And I do agree with the person who actually made the comment. I've really got to work on my reloading and kind of being a bit more focused when I'm actually fighting. So let's just get out of here. I've kind of got distracted again. Let's just have a quick look at them. So why are we not storing any power then? Why are we not? Well, it says we got maximum charge. The battery's there. That doesn't make sense, guys. It says we got nothing stored in the battery. Is that the fact that the power from here, the battery, is actually... I mean, because there's anything... something's not working here, guys. Because this is saying that it's maxed out. Let's just kind of go up and stand on here. There isn't anything on here that... I mean, that's saying that I'm getting maximum power. Efficiency. Is that the fact that that's actually driving the base? So I'm not actually... Okay, let's go. We've got to try this out, guys. Let's get rid of the... We'll get back to the chainsaw in a minute. I think this is far more important. Devices, large constructor, access. Let's make a couple of these. Another couple. While that's building, let's get back to the cargo box and... oh, nope. So where did I put the... my blocks. Yeah, I've got 50 blocks. Okay. And I think what we're going to do is maybe if we build a couple of vertical stands, maybe that will work. Okay. I mean, it's not going to look very elegant. Maybe if we build something like that, maybe too high. Yep. So I'm just going to fly up. With my luck, I will probably fly into the thing. And maybe if we just come, I mean that, no, let's go out. Let's go out, maybe one that way. Oops, press the control key. Maybe we'll do that. Alright, maybe the large constructor will be finished. Yep, so we'll just get that there. And I don't know whether shade will make a difference, but if we, okay, that's saying that that's there, so let's put one like that. And we're just going to fly in close to see if that's actually picking up. Go back to there, let's get that off. Right, that's saying maximum. Oh, losing contract. Okay. So that's maximum. Okay, let's just put, oh, I've run out of blocks. Have I run out of blocks? Yep, I've run out of blocks. Okay, guys. Right, so let's just come into here. It's still not, I don't know what I'm doing wrong here, guys. This is hit points. It doesn't say the amount that it's actually generating. I mean, it's saying it's maximum power, but it doesn't actually make sense. Oops, we're getting too far away again. I mean, we could put another one down here just for, and see if that, oops, come on, power up. I mean, I'm assuming it's all part of the base because they have connected. I mean, yeah, that says, yeah, it says maximum power. Okay, let's have another look. Oh, is that, we got a bit of a green line there? Was that, or was that my imagination? Well, we're just going to leave that, guys, and we're just going to go and play with the chainsaw for a little while. And I'll cover my embarrassment and the fact that I forgot the biofuel. So, here we go, guys. We're just going to, oops. We're just going to leave that. Maybe I'm just being impatient. Just going to power on. And I'm just going to take off. I'm just going to go, I think we'll go over this way. And so there's some rocks over there near some trees. So we can gather, kind of mix the two things together. We're just going to come over this way. Stabilize F like that. 4. Move the drone back so that we don't actually knock ourselves off it. And of course there's this, I can hear a spider. Nah, it's not going to chop it, is it? It's buzzing, but actually, can we? Nah. Nah, chainsaw doesn't work with the. Okay. But what we can do is do a bit of stone removal while we're here. Grab a bit more resources. Hello, Mr. Spider. You think you're going to get me, don't you? Probably will with my luck. Okay, I think what we're going to do is... don't like you. Oops. Just back up. We got to grab the meat. Teach you to hang around me, being a nuisance. Oh, come on. If they change this, you should be able to, I should be able to... Yeah. Get me a bit worried there, guys. Right, where was those arachnids? They're hanging around. They're a bit too close for comfort. See if we can find somewhere that's a bit... Hello, Mr. Patrol Vessel. There's a trees out in the middle of nowhere here. Yeah, collecting wood could be an interesting exercise to do. Get in here, stop, level off, just drop down. Maybe get a little bit in a bit closer, like that. Sometimes it can be, yeah, with touch. So if we just lift off a bit, just gonna back into first person. Okay, it's and of course it takes time to do these trees, so I'm not going to do too many, guys, because this is and food's getting a bit low as well. Wow. That's certainly going through the biofuel as well. Hey, look at that. They changed that. You don't seem to get much ammo for the biofuel. Okay, right. Hello, Mr. Uglies. Yeah, that's going to be interesting, guys. Let's just get off the ground so we don't get attacked. Yeah, that I think you could still gonna need. Look, we only got 12 logs for that. Let's just go and see how much. Yeah, we certainly went through the biofuel. This is going to make running ammunition very, very interesting. I suppose the advantage of having those solar panels is I've got something to aim for now. Okay. Okay, this is going to land. Inch forward a bit. And we're just going to power off. Right, so... So you only get 125 ammo for each biofuel. Biofuel value 10. One charge fills up the whole magazine. Right. That's that's going to be interesting, guys. Okay, let's... I don't know why I've actually come underground. That's kind of confused me a little bit. Yes. Well, we can just shove that in there. Copper ore, shove that in as well. The alien parts and fibers. If we can find the fibers. So we make. Let's make so 10 fibers. So each log makes 10 fibers. Okay. And nitrocellulose requires 1 fiber. That's not too bad actually when you think about it, guys, because if I there it says 1 plant fiber makes 10. So if I make 40 of those, yeah, it's not as bad as I thought, guys, actually, because you think about it, this is 40, and then therefore if I wanted I think the big drain here is going to be copper. I think they might rebalance this in the future because I mean, I'm getting what, 280 nitrocellulose from that. That means I can make kind of 280 portions. I mean, the 15mm rounds will be different, but we can still get a lot of ammunition from that. And I mean, there. So if I make, say, 3 of those, that's going to barely make a dent on that. So that one short expedition has made more than enough. It's going to make more than enough nitrocellulose for, yeah. I think they might have to rebalance that a little bit in the future. That is a little bit kind of out, you know, a bit unbalanced, guys. That's probably the polite way of saying it. Just put that in there, make a salami, and we got the nutrient fluid. And I should actually let's grab that because we're getting a bit hungry. Actually, let's come back in here. We might as well grab that because I don't want the embarrassment of actually running out. How's the power actually in here? Let's see now. No, it's still not. We're still not gaining any power. This just doesn't make any sense. I mean, I would expect that battery to be filling up. So maybe because that is drawing all the power, so it's not actually storing a reserve. Okay. I mean, God knows how many power. I mean, just go and have a look, guys. And there's a patrol ship hanging overhead again. I mean, these are... Oh no, they've dropped. Obviously, because the sun's going down now. Yeah, they're producing less power now. I mean, I'm not sure how many of these solar panels you'd actually need. So they're not as efficient as I was hoping for. Because at the moment that's adding absolutely nothing. Or is that the consumption? Okay. Maybe it just takes a little while to settle down. Anyway, I'm just going to go down and grab some fibre. And I'm aware of the time, guys. I've got no idea how long this recording's been going on. Oh. And of course I've got some melons here. And I need to get down here and actually... Maybe I need to lay my farm out a little bit more. And we can drop the melons. More pumpkins as they are. I don't know why I call them melons. Put the pumpkins into here. That would be useful for something eventually. I'm sure it will. How's the oxygen and the base? The oxygen's good. So, because what I've actually done is I doubled up the oxygen tanks, so we've got a lot more oxygen reserves in here. So it looks like I've still got some damage here as well, actually. Oh, joy of joy. The legacy of the patrol ship. Oh, some there. Okay, repair it. Come on. There's another one there. And another one there. So maybe I should take care of my base a bit more over time. Well, you know, I suppose what you could do is put one to catch the setting sun, but is it worth it? Anyway, guys, I'm getting distracted again as usual. So, couple of things to pose to you guys. If you know how solar panels work, and if I've done something wrong, feel free to add a comment. I think I've done everything that they kind of said that I had to do. I think they're orientated. We've got a good kind of, I mean, it says we're in the ideal position. We've got 4 green bars, and the green bars kind of say that is the most efficient position to have them. It's just that they haven't generated that much power. Okay, so they're in the right position. They're switched on. They're just not generating that much power. So they're not being, maybe they're not particularly that efficient on Omicron. I must admit, I'm half tempted. And again, in your opinion, guys, is it worth starting a new campaign, say on Aku again, just to have some bit of fun with the new technology, or do you think it's worth carrying on with this? I must admit, I'm 50-50 at the moment. Whenever they bring out a major update, I always feel I want to restart again just to experience the game from the beginning with all the new technologies. Oh, look at that. So obviously the setting sun is coming through. Not sure. I don't think the ground's that thin for the setting sun. But anyway, I've rambled on far too long, guys, so hope you enjoyed the video, hope you found it interesting. If you've got any other comments and feedback about the new update, feel free to add a comment, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.